What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in to another brand new episode of Chessmove Radio. I know it's been a long time, but I'm back as promised. Today's topic, man, is going to be a great one today. I'm going to be talking about, man, the agenda behind feminizing black masculinity. But before I get into the topic, man, y'all know what it is, man. I definitely will be right back after these messages. So stay tuned to Chessmove Radio. If you've been looking to secure your future financially, no reason to look any longer. My Future Investment will take care of you. All you have to do is hit up myfutureinvestment317@gmail.com and we will handle the rest. No further looking, no longer looking, we have you. All you have to do is email us your name, your number, and it's a good time to contact you and we will handle the rest for you. Remember, that's myfutureinvestment317@gmail.com. Hey, welcome back to Chessmove Radio. Thank y'all for staying tuned to the show for today. Like I said, today's topic we'll be talking about the agenda behind feminizing black masculinity. But before I get into the game, how everybody doing on this Hump Day Wednesday? I know it's been a long time since I did a show, but you know, I had a son back in August the 5th. So, you know, I definitely had to get adjusted and used to fatherhood. You know, definitely had to help the wife out, you know, do some bonding time, get some family time in. So, you know, I took some essential time off, but now I'm back as promised with the show because it's much needed. It's a lot of things going on in today's society, so it's a lot of things to talk about. But before I get into the topic today, it was this video I seen online, man, at this convenience store, whereas it was reported that this white guy looked like he called this black woman who was with her little girl, called her the N-word. So it was a black man waiting for him to turn around. As soon as he turned around, this black guy gave him the fist of a boom, knocked him completely out. So when the white guy proceeded to get his bearings straight and get back up, the black guy hit him like it looked like 2 more times, and he fell into all the product, the chips and everything. So the black guy proceeded to, you know, kind of pick him up and throw him out the store. You know what I'm saying? You can't really hear no words because it's all been reported through the video camera. So of that store. So you see when he picked him up, he threw him into the entryway where you walk in the store at, where the revolving doors are. So it definitely looked like the dude was telling him to leave, get out the store. And this is black to all my black men. This is how you handle the situation when you are out and about and you seeing white supremacists terrorizing a black woman, calling her out her name. This is how you handle the situation, man. You don't sit there and just let a person that look like you, especially a woman within your culture, within your race, get terrorized by somebody else that's not within your race, man. This is how you handle the situation. Because if the shoe's on the other foot, and you are out here talking to a white woman, and a white dude feel as if you are talking in a disrespectful way, he's gonna try to intervene. He's gonna try to step in. That comes with any race of other men. So black men, we have to stand up for our women. We got to make sure our women is safe out here, especially from these white supremacists. And, you know, I'm definitely, matter of fact, I'm going to show the video. So y'all can take a look at the video yourself. And y'all also can take a look at the video on my Facebook page. But other than that, let me play the video for y'all right quick.
They can kill him. Huh?
Give him to the head. Alright.
Damn, you stop. One lick, man.
That shit right there crazy.
One lick, nigga. Shit. Who that, a girl? He knocked that bitch out too? That's a white girl?
Man.
Huh?
That's the same dude.
One in the back, Chris. He knocked that dude out and he got back up.
So y'all definitely seen what I was talking about, man. Y'all see what happened, man. I'm telling you, man, he was waiting for that white guy and gave him the fist of Ogun to the point the white guy didn't probably know where he was. He's still to today probably trying to get his bearings together after he took that hit. That was like one of them one-hitter quitters, man. And like I said, man, this is how you handle the situation. Anytime you're out and about, you see a white supremacist terrorizing a black woman, this is how you do it. You got to get that spirit of Ogun in you and give him the hands of Ogun. But other than that, man, I ain't going to hold y'all too long, man. So I'm going to get into the topic for today, which is the agenda being pushed to feminize black masculinity. And, you know, this is something that the system of white supremacy been trying to do for years, man, when it comes to black males. And this new term that they have, toxic masculinity, which I heard it was created by two gay white guys. So you ask yourself, like, how are two white guys, which is gay, going to create a term about masculinity? And this term was created purposely to just only be going towards black masculinity, black guys who are masculine. You understand? So this is something they've been trying to push for years, man. They've been trying to dummy down black masculinity and feminize it in the best way as possible. And now that I see GQ is having an article which is featuring Pharrell, the rapper, and it's called The New Masculinity. So he's in there, he's talking, they interviewing, he's talking about masculinity and all other things. And he begins to talk about divine masculinity, something that we should be able to tap into and find ourselves. And, you know, he said along that paragraph, which you don't have to be ashamed of still displaying your masculinity, but at the same time, you can tap into your divine masculinity and find who you really are. And that's the thing they trying to do, man. They basically, what they trying to do is feminize masculinity at the same time and tell you, okay, you still don't have to be ashamed of displaying your masculinity, black men, but at the same time, you're going to be deemed as being toxic. But we got this new masculinity over here that you can take on, which when you tap into your divine masculinity, you can be whoever you want to be, dress the way you want to dress, and it won't be considered toxic. So this is something, man, like I said, man, when you look at today or what's going on, they're using certain actors, they're using certain rappers, you know what I'm saying, to push this agenda. You see, you got Malik Yoba, he's pushing this trans movement thing that's going on. And now you see you got Pharrell. See, Pharrell, you know, and regarding this interview that I was reading, you know, within the interviews, just skimming through it, he said something as, you know, he's not going to put on a dress, a skirt, anything of that sort. But if it's any women, other type of clothes for women that he feel like he can wear, he's going to wear it. So this is what they trying to push, man, the best ways possible. And our late great Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, she was talking about this, man, back in the 70s and the 80s. She was talking about this, you know, saying that the guy's pants is gonna get lower and lower, and next thing you know, they're gonna slide right out of the pants into a dress. She's been talking about this, man. Get her a book called Isis Paper, and she breaks it all the way down. And we seeing what's going on today in society. We seeing these guys out here, man, dressed like women, dressed like females. There's nothing fashionable about a guy dressing like a female. That's why I say, man, it's so important for our black fathers, man, to get back into the household. You know what I'm saying? Get back into your son's life. Because, man, you don't see them pushing this new masculinity thing when it comes to white boys, to young white kids, or white males at all. See, they can express their masculinity. See, what they trying to do, they trying to push this to our kids, our 6 to 7 year olds. They trying to push this new masculinity thing to give them an option like, hey, you can display your masculinity, but we got a new masculinity over here for you that you can display. It won't be considered as toxic. It won't consider none of that whatsoever. You can dress in whatever you want to dress. You won't be penalized whatsoever. See, what they are doing now, man, they are trying to push agenda, man, especially with all this stuff going on. They trying to push the trans agenda, and they trying to push all type of agenda far as, man, now, like I said, you got this feminization that they are trying to push on our black males. See, they, like I said, they don't do this to white boys. They don't do this to white men whatsoever. They only do this to our black boys and our black men. And you got to understand psychological warfare when it comes to stuff like this. See, if they can get all black males to buy into this new masculinity, feminize black men as much as possible, you don't have to worry about no reproduction. You don't have to worry about anything. See, you got to understand, you got to get on the level of a white supremacist, the way they think. This is all about psychological warfare. So they paid millions and millions of dollars, man, to put out ad campaigns, push the agenda, and it's always towards the black community. Everything starts towards the black community. They push it on us, and if we buy into it, hopefully everybody in the world will buy into it. Because they know when it comes to black people, we make things pop off. So if they got an agenda they trying to push, they're going to push it, and they're going to push it towards the black community first. It's always us first. And not only if they pushing this new masculinity thing, man, what they really trying to do is they trying to get this pedophilia thing going on. They really trying to legalize that pedophilia. They trying to get that legalized as much as possible. And they trying to push it towards black people first. And you got this thing down in Atlanta. I think Atlanta, they got story time for kids. And they using drag queens, man. I can't make this up whatsoever. You can go and Google this and look it up yourself. They are using drag queen story time to read to kids. I posted something up like a couple weeks ago with this drag queen. It looking like she is stripping, she, whatever, is stripping in front of kids, and you hear adults in the background clapping and cheering and egging this on. So like I said, man, this masculinity thing that they doing, the new masculinity thing, all it is something where they figuring this out. Hopefully, if black men can buy into this new masculinity thing, whereas you can be whoever you want to be, you can dress the way you want to dress. If black men, basically telling black men, hey, if you want to put on a dress, if you want to dress in women's clothes, you want to be ashamed, you want to be criticized, it won't be seen as having toxic masculinity whatsoever. But you can go and continue to display your masculinity that you have now, but it's going to be deemed as being toxic. So, man, you got to understand the agenda that they are pushing. Like I said, man, Dr. Frances Krause Wilson, our late great scholar, she was talking about this, man. She was breaking this down. And you got to understand, man, this is like a buck-breaking type of process that you see. And you can go on Google, man, and look up the interview that's in the GQ magazine that they have with Pharrell. And like I said, I posted pictures within that magazine that he had and the clothes that he was dressed in. And I'm telling you this right now, man, black people, black men, you have to, man, get back into these households, get back into your sons' lives, because, man, this is not gonna stop at all whatsoever. And you know, you got some people who be like, you know, look at groups back in the 50s. The people per se back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, the way they was dressing. You have some people be like, well, look at the old music groups back then. They look like they was dressing in women clothes and this and that. But understand this, that was their fashion back. That was a fashion back in them times. 50, 60, 70 of doo-wop groups and singing groups. And you know, you had groups like Isley Brothers, the Ohio Players. But to see, back in that time, that was fashion. Everybody was dressing like that. You know what I'm saying? Not even just regular people in general was dressing like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no gender that they was trying to push. It wasn't no gender behind it of why they was wearing what they was wearing. That was fashion. Everybody around that era was dressing like that. But nowadays, it's a gender being pushed. You know what I'm saying? When you look up and you see this type of era, it's a agenda behind why these guys are dressing the way they dress, because everybody right now in this world is not dressing like that. All black men ain't dressing like that. Everybody that's in the music game is not dressing like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a agenda being pushed today, right now. It's being pushed. You know what I'm saying? And they using people like Malik Yoba. They using people like Pharrell to push this new masculinity, this new trans movement, all this other stuff that they're trying to push, these agendas. It's always agenda behind it when it comes to today's society. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, when you see the way they dressing, the groups, the Ohio Players, the Isley Brothers, all these other groups was dressing, it was the style back then. It was fashion back then. It was an agenda being pushed to why they was wearing that. So now, you only got a handful of people that's dressing like this, and now you got Pharrell's popping up on GQ magazine talking about the new masculinity. So now today's society, it's an agenda being pushed to why they are dressing like this, dressing like women. You know what I'm saying? Dressing just like women. So man, like I said, man, this has been going on for years. When it comes to the system that we live in, man, it's all about survival. If they can make all black men feminine as possible to stop our black people in general production rate of having babies, because when you get down to the root of everything, a man and a man can't have a baby, a woman and a woman can't have a baby. You understand? So if they can get all black men to buy into this feminizing our masculinity, because this is one thing they want to do. Understand, man, this is something serious. They've been attacking black masculinity for years, trying to feminize it as possible. And see, black people don't understand that, because black people, you know, you got a lot of black people, only thing they want to worry about is partying, having fun. You know what I'm saying? All the things that don't matter at all, that's what black people want to pay attention to. And right now, we are being attacked from the inside to the outside, to the outside to the inside. And like I said, man, if you got a little boy at home, man, you got to take heed to what's going on. Because like I told my wife, I'm like, look, we have a newborn son. I watch everything. I'm going to watch all the cartoons before I let my son watch anything. I got to watch it first to make sure, because when you look at it now, man, they are sliding all type of stuff within these cartoons too. They using kids cartoons now to push the agenda. You know what I'm saying? So when you get, like I said, when you get a little kid, and a little kid don't know anything better, they not worrying about their sexual orientation. They not into none of that whatsoever. So when you get a little kid whose mind's still impressionable, and you get for instance, you get a little boy who's 6 or 7 years old, who display his masculinity, who somewhat understand of what masculinity is. He's just a boy. You know what I'm saying? Masculine. You know, he could be a little boy who liked the girls. But since we live in a society today, they're going to pull little Timmy to the side, or little Tyrone, might as well say, to the side, and be like, hey, Tyrone, you know, your masculinity that you're displaying for the girls and this and that, it's kind of coming off as toxic. You know what I'm saying? If you see, and that right there gonna make little Tyrone think like, well, if I'm just being a boy, I'm just being a boy. That's it. So in his mind, he just thinking he's just been a boy. Which that's what a boy is, attracted to girls. You know what I'm saying? Little girls that's within his classroom, within his surroundings, he's attracted to them. So in all reality, he's going to try to talk to them. But today's society, they deem black masculinity as being toxic. So Tyrone, he's going to start getting a complex about himself. And they're going to be like, hey, Tyrone, you know, it's a new masculinity out that you can display, take on, and it want to be deemed as being toxic. So little Tyrone gonna be like this. Little Tyrone gonna be like, what's new masculinity? What is that? So they're gonna be like, well, little Tyrone, new masculinity is, well, when you tap into your divine masculinity and you be whoever you want to be, you know what I'm saying? You can dress a certain way, you can act a certain way that won't deem you as being toxic when it comes to displaying your masculinity. So once they show, it's going to go from Tyrone asking, what's new masculinity, to let me show you what new masculinity is. So guess what? They're going to show little Tyrone what's new masculinity is. And once they show Tyrone what new masculinity is, guess what's going to happen to little Tyrone? He's going to pick up that feminine, they're going to feminize his masculinity as possible. So you see where I'm going with this? The domino, it's like a domino effect that's going to happen. And people, and see, like I say, black men got to get serious, because this is something that our boys has been under attack with. And like I said, man, in so many ways, I came across, I did post it up on my Facebook page, you can check it out. It was a sign at this college, right? Let me bring it up, man. It was this sign in college. It said, masculine, black men, check your male privilege before entering. So this was a sign that was put up at a college. And that's why I say, man, this agenda that they are pushing is only targeting black men when it comes to masculinity, because it specifically said masculine black men. It didn't say masculine white man. It didn't say masculine Native Americans. It didn't say masculine Asian man. It didn't say none of that. So that's why I say, man, this has always been targeted and always was for the black community. What I said many a times, black masculinity is America's #1 enemy. America do not like masculine black men. If they can feminize us as possible, and that's why they starting with our babies. They starting with our little boys, 6 and 7 years old, starting early. Because one thing they don't want to happen is the next black leader to arise. Another Malcolm X, another Martin Luther King, another Marcus Garvey. They don't want that to occur. So if they can feminize black men as possible, they don't have to worry about none of that, especially when it comes to the system of white supremacy. Like I said, man, it's all about psychological warfare. And what you don't understand is white supremacist birth rates are going down the drain, right into the toilet. They're not having a lot of births whatsoever. And what you don't understand, man, if they can feminize black men, and hopefully we can buy into this new agenda that they are pushing, then it will slow us down from reproducing. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's all about survival. And if they can get black men to think or take on this agenda that they are pushing, then like I said, a man and a man can't have a baby, and a woman can't have a baby. And if they can do that, it's possible they would do it. And let me throw another scenario out there to you. Just like at an office corporate setting. See, they will be quick to hire a gay black man before they will hire a masculine black man. You know why? Because if you put a masculine black man in a corporate setting, who you think the women's gonna be choosing up on? Especially when it comes to white women. Who you think they're gonna be choosing up on? They're gonna be choosing up on this masculine black man who's smart, who's intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Who's self-sufficient. They're gonna be choosing up on him. Just like you take these white girls from a small town. All they seen on the news was black men is all thugs. Black men is gangsters. Black men are criminals. So when these little white girls from small town, when they go to a college, and when they start seeing a different set of black guys that the news didn't tell them about, they start seeing these black guys who's athletic, who's smart, who's intelligent, who take care of themselves, well-groomed. Then the white girls on the college campus, they get to start choosing. Because the news didn't tell them about these type of black guys. The only black guys they told them about is black guys who's supposed to have been thugs, criminals, drug dealers, and this and that. So you got to understand, when it comes to the system white supremacy, man, it's all about psychological warfare, because at the end of the day, it's all about survival. Because if a white woman ever comes to think that a black man is greater than or equal to a white man, guess what's going to happen? We can wipe out their whole phenotype. And right now, they're in survival mode. And this is why these agendas are being pushed, and it's been pushed towards the black community heavily. They are pushing it heavy to the black community because they want to feminize the black masculinity. They want the black community to take on these agendas that they are pushing towards us. So we got to understand the game that's going on. We got to understand the way the system of white supremacy works. But other than that, man, it was a good show today, man. I'm glad to be back again, man, putting out these Chessmove Radio shows. But other than that, man, everybody have a great Hump Day Wednesday. And stay tuned to next Wednesday episode, man. Every Wednesday, it's a Chessmove episode. And go to Chessmove YouTube channel and definitely subscribe and like the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? And so you can get all the notifications and everything that's when a new video drops. And also go and follow us on Chessmove Radio Facebook page. Definitely do that. But other than that, everybody have a great Hump Day Wednesday. I'm out of here.